Day where health will be in focus, especially as kids go back to school at some of the largest cities in the country. Of course, millions of students going back to class, and there's a difference in the planned protocols for some districts. They're tweaking some of the rules, making real-time adjustments in response to the shifting pandemic. Some schools bringing back mask requirements, a few switching back to remote learning for a short time. Others are ramping up testing among both staff and students. Paul Gerke is live in New York, where students in the nation's largest school district are heading back today. Paul.
Good morning, Adrienne. I promise there's a school right behind that white van behind me. Just bad timing, live television. New York City Mayor Eric Adams is vowing to keep schools open here, which is easier said than done, not just in New York, but everywhere across the country. Just for some perspective, though, Education Secretary Miguel Cardona says 99% of schools were open for in-person learning last month, compared to just 46% last December. Still, pediatric COVID-19 hospitalizations hit a new high over winter break, making many parents and teachers uneasy as they prep for another semester sullied by the virus.
It's back to school and back to battling COVID in classrooms across the country. The nation's largest school district, New York City, is handing out 2 million at-home rapid tests and starting the year with new protocols in place. Students exposed to COVID-19 can stay in class as long as they are asymptomatic and test negative. It's part of a nationwide push to prevent shutting down entire classrooms.
COVID-19 is scary, but the science is clear. Children are safe are as safe in school as they are any place, assuming the appropriate precautions have been taken.
Rochester, New York distributed rapid tests to families over the weekend, hoping to start the new year with a clean slate.
I think this provides us a little peace of mind, sending our kids back to school, making sure that they're not spreading, the virus.
A few school districts are temporarily reopening remotely, including at least 5 in Atlanta. Chicago is returning to in-person learning, but purchased 100,000 laptops for its students to take home just in case. Detroit is extending its winter break rather than risking an outbreak, canceling classes Monday through Wednesday so employees can be tested. Miami will require all adults to wear masks in buildings and buses moving forward. And Los Angeles has gone back to mandating masks for students and staff. A plan to require students to be vaccinated against COVID is now on hold until the fall. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, 7.5 million children have tested positive for COVID during the pandemic. That includes 200,000 in the third week of December, a 50% increase from the week prior. Although it seems COVID often isn't as serious for kids as it is for some adults, parents should not be complacent, as Dr. Anthony Fauci told NewsNation last week.
There's no doubt that the likelihood of getting seriously ill of a child is less than for an adult when you're dealing with COVID-19. But that doesn't mean that children do not get seriously ill.
Many colleges and universities have announced a more conservative approach to start the semester. More than 70 have announced they're either pushing back classes a week or more or starting their semesters online. Harvard is taking its first 3 weeks online. University of Chicago and Northwestern the first 2 weeks. Syracuse has pushed its entire schedule back a week. Adrienne, these colleges and universities are trying to avoid the peak of the Omicron spread. We're nearing the top, hopefully right now, but we just don't know for sure. So being extra careful as we return to the classroom may save us some headaches down the line.
All right, Paul Gerke, thank you. And I see that van moved from behind you there. So thank you. Thank you for making note of that. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.